The 4-chord song, part 2. This is another super common chord progression that we're going to work on. It's called a 1-6-4-5 progression. Almost the same as the other one, it's just a little bit of variation. We're going to do this one in the key of G. And the 4 chords you're going to use, let me show you the 4 chords first, are going to be G, E minor, and the E minor we're going to finger with a new fingering. Instead of the second and third fingers like we did previously, I want you to use your first and second fingers. This is another common way of fingering it. It depends on the chord change. Like we're going from G to E minor to C is the third chord. See, from E minor to C is really easy when you use the first and second fingers. And then to D. So again, the 4 chords are G, E minor with the first and second fingers, C, and then D. So let's go through the chord progression. G is the 1. G, A, B, C, D, E. That's the 6. G, A, B, C is the 4. G, A, B, C, D is the 5. 1, 6, 4, 5. G, E minor, C, D. Now you've also noticed that I made a list of songs that use this chord progression. And there's tons of them. I just made a small list so you get a small understanding of how popular the chord progression is, but there's so many songs that use the same chord progression. It was really popular in the 50s and 60s, and then it came back again in the 90s and the 2000s as well. So let's go through the chord progression with the strumming now. So G, it's going to be down, down, up, up, down, up. And then to E minor, down, down, up, up, down, up. And then C, down, down, up, up, down, up. And then D, down, down, up, down, up. What I tell my students is to start with the G chord and just do the strumming pattern over and over to get familiar with it and comfortable with it. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Notice how my arm is moving steadily. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's some ghost strums in there that you're not strumming the strings as you're moving the arm over the strings and the pick over the strings. All right, so here it is all together again. So a good way, again, practice the chord change by itself. You might want to just G, E minor, C, D, just to get used to changing from chord to chord quickly. That's always going to be the biggest challenge when you're learning chords and putting them together into progressions. Changing from chord to chord smoothly and quickly. But repetition is the mother of skill. Keep going over it and over it and over it repetitively, and you'll get the changes. All right, let's try this with a bass and drum backing track and make it sound like a band.